The man suddenly bent forward at a 120-degree angle and collapsed onto the ground. Then, his legs twisted backward at a perfect 90 degrees. The girl screamed in fear when she saw this horrifying scene, but the folding did not stop. In just a moment, the man was folded into the shape of a paper crane. The intense pain made him pass out on the floor. Not long after, the police arrived at the scene. Luckily, the man was still alive. However, the doctor said he felt worse than death because he had 108 broken bones. Then the woman noticed something strange. Every place that had bones showed a deep black and purple crease. There were also some black substances on his body. What were they? Before she could figure it out, something else happened at a real estate company. An employee had been sliced into 38 pieces, and the cuts were perfectly clean. The woman walked over to the body and felt under the table. As expected, she found more of that black substance. After hospital testing, they confirmed the black dust was atomized graphite, the same kind used in sketching charcoal. So the police quickly rushed to the art supply store. They investigated everyone who had bought charcoal. One boy stood out as the most suspicious. They hired a special forces soldier to watch from a distance with a gun, then went straight to find the boy. But the next second, something terrifying happened. The boy's mouth suddenly disappeared. The woman was scared out of her mind. A few seconds later, his ears also closed up. In the end, only his nose was left. Everything else looked like it had been erased. The two of them rushed him to the hospital. The boy lay quietly on the bed and slowly fell asleep. In less than one day, 3 strange cases had happened in the small town. The police were close to breaking down. At that moment, the woman suddenly realized that a beautiful teacher on the ship was teaching sketching. They hurried to find the teacher. At first, they only wanted to ask a few questions, but the teacher became extremely emotional. That made the two immediately sense something was wrong. So while the teacher stepped out, they secretly sneaked into her home. Strangely, the place was a mess, as if someone had wrecked it earlier. The woman ignored it and kept searching for clues. The bottle suddenly exploded, startling both of them. But the explosion also drew their attention to a sketch on the wall. Was that a drawing of the police officer? Out of curiosity, the woman reached out and tapped it twice. To their shock, the police officer was suddenly thrown into the air and slammed onto the ground. That accidental move revealed the truth behind the 3 strange incidents. It turned out the bottle exploded because he had just stepped on the sketch. When they found the teacher again, she was carefully sketching the house next door. At first, they thought she was the killer. But surprisingly, she had also been threatened. And the person who threatened her was still on the ship.